Qapla! Warriors of the Empire, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command Orion Pirates Mod. I am Rear Admiral Turek of the heavy battlecruiser IKV Vengeance and Azula, along with our little frigate buddy Insufferable. We have been doing work smashing through the northern half of the Hydran Star Kingdom and working down splitting the southern baronies. Not a whole lot to talk about, quite frankly. I mean, we're just going to continue smashing our way through. They're down to quite just a few territories left, and one of them's a black hole, and the other one's filled full of nebulas. So let's tank up on all sorts of equipment and stuff, and then let's head south to deal some damage. Oh good, we don't have the infinite damage bug. That's always an annoying one to have to deal with. We will blast our missiles up to the maximum because we use them all the time. Scatterback's necessary for anything that gets slightly over our head. I'm assuming that the Azula also needs a total resupply on all this. So we're spending quite a bit to maintain 2 battle cruisers, but that's totally fine. It only has 1 Marine. Huh, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, now let's grab this little gray tile. Take the easy ones when we can get them. And pop it off on a patrol. Let's see where it takes us. Hopefully this is the grab a cargo ship. It is. Okay. Maximum power. By which I mean 18, because anything faster than that, and the system gets a little confused. It's a light cruiser, bringing up the. Ooh, it has medical supplies. Wow, we are real jerks, aren't we? We're stealing medical supplies from innocent people. Whatever shall we do? Got nothing on long-range scopes, so we're just going to charge up weapons as normal and get up to speed. Grab the medical supplies, go off, try and fight whoever's out there. It's a light cruiser. It's a pirate, but it's telling me it's a Marak. It's lying to us. The Marak wouldn't be caught dead this far south. They're probably too busy locking horns with Illyrans. Don't make my job more difficult than it needs to be. Thank you. Not seeing anything else out there, but we do have full power to use now. So up to our maximum speed of 31. HDW M3X. It's an alphabet soup destroyer. Or at least that's what I think it is. Because Heavy War Destroyer, M3, so medium, 3 is some sort of variant, and X meaning that it has XF phasers. Yep. So we're going to zoom in here, pick up whatever you're trying to carry, steal your medical supplies, you don't deserve them. Mine now. And now turn to face OPE. Oh, fighters. Okay, so he's a carrier. Got to be a little bit careful of that. Reinforce the forward shielding. Drop down to combat speed. He's a cloaking carrier. That's an interesting concept when you stop to think about it. I'm not quite sure it works, but, you know, whatever. The reason why I'm not sure it works is because... Oh, he decloaked. The reason I'm not sure it works is because it leaves your fighters all out to fight on their own. I mean, half the survivability of fighters comes from the fact that, you know, they get supported by the carrier. And there goes pretty much our entire phaser. Compliment, which means we only had 4 disruptors to open fire with that. His fighter group is now dead. Ooh. And that exploded. He had G-type plasma torpedoes, which I should have been paying attention to, but I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't look at all at his readout screen over here. So that could have been a lot worse than it ended up being. He's coming out of cloak again. Probably going to dump another G-type torpedo. If he's anything like a Federation ship, that G-type torpedo is going to have an entire frontal half to aim for. And he picks it up. We will blast through. We have a hole, which is nice. I have 2 phases available, but they're on the wrong side. And, yeah, look at that arc. Are you going to hit the C7 here? It only now just occurs to me that I haven't, Go kill things, please. That helps a lot. Deactivate the missiles. I don't think we'll need them. Actually, no, I lied. Let's go with missiles and pound everything we can into him before he hurts somebody that we like. Okay, it was only a pseudo. Perfect. So a little bit of anti-piracy operations and also stealing from disabled Hydran vessels. We're not very nice people, are we? C7 battlecruiser, though, running over the enemy. and taking the slot. Let's pop in here, just do a little bit of a scouting, see what we're sort of getting ourselves into at this point. So this planet is probably their most important planet at this point. They might have one other down to the southwest on the map, or southeast on the map. And we're going to go raid some convoys. Refugee convoy, arms supply convoy, you decide. Let's see, freighter, freighter, freighter. 3 freighters on display right now. They are flying away from us. Mostly away from us. Sort of going in that direction. So we're almost in a great position to just jump on this convoy. If we were like right in front of them, that'd be even better. That is pretty... Wow. Ugh. There's so many new backgrounds in it too. Like there's a limited number of normal ones, but then there's even more from the HD pack, which improves everything. Are you a Q ship? I'm gonna bet you're a Q ship because you're so far out of position. FLPH. Phaser armed? I'm not sure. It's not really important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you're a Q ship. I really do. Partially because you're going a speed of 16 and increasing. So, once again, we managed to get in behind enemy lines and go after their poorly defended convoys. They really got to come up with a better way to protect themselves, because this is not working out for them. Kept to maximum speed, and after this initial clash, I will release the formation to go kill whatever the heck they think is necessary to kill. Let's give him something to think about. He's within range. 24 times 3 is greater than 50. So we'll run with that. See what you can do. And plus he's coming towards us, if that changes the equations. 6 freighters in this convoy, only defended by a single, slightly better weapon-equipped phaser. Yeah. That's what, 4 phasers you've got? I'm not sure. Let's just get in here. Squadron. Kill. Whatevs. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of phaser 2s. And cause some light damage to him. I'm assuming this will do him in. I mean, if he dropped a wild weasel, which he has, gonna give him some distance, or I'm gonna let you do it. Are you gonna kill Missoula? Oh crap. All weapons fire. Too close to use missiles. Now we're far enough. That goes one. I think it's only 2 missiles are required to kill freighters, so should be reducing how much I'm trying to kill people with. Drop down to our combat speed. The escort's been killed. So let's just do this with maximum power. Yep. We're just gonna knife through this like some sort of Klingon predator. What is a Klingon predator? Because I'm trying to think, and the only Klingon animal that comes to mind is a Targ, which is like a dog. Well, a pretty nasty dog, but still a dog. We need some sort of aggressive, like falcon-like predator. And there's the convoy. No real difficulty to that. The Hydrants really are going to have a hard time putting up a fight at this point. We have taken their capital. Their capital is worth 100 economic points. I'm not 100% sure on how that like equates to things, but I imagine that losing your capital with 100 economic points is not so great, especially when this has 70 economic points, so an important world, no doubt. Shipyard assault. Oh boy. Well, I suppose we couldn't keep getting lucky all the time. Gonna go after it. It's got a 70 fleet Empire defense. Oh goodness. Okay, we are supported by the LFFX Burning Claw, the Thunder Fang, and the Ferocious. Doing battle against a light cruiser, a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, and a frigate. Okay, this could get ugly really fast. We're going to try and see if we can't avoid that happening, but I don't think we can. Because destroyer, frigate, and cruiser versus 2 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser and a frigate. Sure, we're 2 battle cruisers coming into the fray here, but we know what can happen when the Hydrants start swarming millions of fighters. It gets ugly, and it gets ugly fast. We'll open up with a maximum range missile barrage. Double check to make sure that they are locked into formation with me. They are. We're going to have to work together on this one. So we're going to try and... Those are Mirak Star Docks. Crap. So we're going to have that to also worry about. And they fired it as soon as we got into range. So, yeah, we can already see the missiles coming in on us. I wouldn't bother at this range. He is only a frigate. I am going to try and run him over a bit. I'm also going to see if he, like, dumps a wild weasel for these. Or if he wastes all of his forward fire armor. Which he might. This is probably a phaser G. Yeah, it's a phaser G. He took it all in the nose. Really? Okay, all weapons fired. This is it for you, buddy. Okay, so the frigate's down. Next target. I want HMO. He's an HMO, yo. He is armed with fusion cannons. He is armed as a carrier. He is armed, I'll guess, as a command ship. Carrier. So we've got a lot of carriers to deal with. Dump the scatter pack now. He is coming towards it, so he's going to try and counter it. And he countered it. He did have to waste two shots to do it. So we got in nice and close to you and lit you up. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, that was not planned. That was a bit of an accident, but a happy accident. Starting to work on a second scatter pack. Hopefully we don't waste this one. We've actually had a pretty good record with scatter packs as of recently, with not having to worry about them getting picked off. Come on. Gotta wait for our weapons to recharge. We're not going to bother. Really? Really, buddy? I suppose that is a solution. And it's the one that we use whenever we need to get away too. And yes, I do realize I'm taking my entire squadron out with me, and I probably shouldn't be doing that. He grabbed all four of them. That's kind of to be expected. Okay, Azula, just give him everything down the throat. It'll be awesome. Uh-oh. And this Insufferable's going to have a problem. He appears to be the target of a lot of missiles. We're coming out wide on this one. To put us in a good position to re-engage, though. He is going very slow. And we will seed more missiles at him. Insufferable definitely taking some damage. I don't think he's going to survive this patrol. And Insufferable only has one Marine, so I'm not quite sure if you beamed out onto people or had yourself hit and run. Okay, we got the one. Let's come around. HMO's our next target. Firing with our rear-firing phasers for the most part. Again, deselecting that multi-arc. Azula, you're in a great position. Shoot everything you got. Second defender ship destroyed, so he is the last one. We kill this guy, it's all over. Disruptors, I want to come online because we have a great shot. A range of 7.5 is not bad in Disruptor land. Disruptors selected. Oh, we got an attack shift. We're going to wait. We're going to wait just for a little bit. I mean, if we have to run them over, we will, but come on. Tell me if the attack shift goes away just in time for maximum accuracy. Haha. Now, yes, we did take a little bit of flashback, but definitely acceptable if we're going to really cause that much hurt. Okay, you're done. I mean, these missiles, you're done. So, apparently Federation Stardocks also have the missile launchers. Hopefully the missile launchers are not as good, but you never know. Okay, pull back into formation, guys. You're not going to do great on your own. That'd be a long shot. But he tractored it. So we're going to head in first. Really, it's Stardocks. What do we really have that much to worry about? Frankly, not that much. And they are missile Stardocks, after all. Are you out of missiles already? Because if the Federation ones are only like... if they're only like small magazines, then we will definitely take advantage. It's definitely kind of looking that way. Because he's not firing G-type launchers. I thought G's were expanded magazines. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dreaming. Single type... yeah, he's out. He's out of ammo. They wasted it all during the main engagement and didn't accomplish much. So he's got A-type defensive racks. And since he really doesn't have anything to fight us with, we're just going to go General Shields. Shields, please. Reinforce all. That way we can just sort of do the swooping dance that we like to do. And we will waste as little time on this mission as possible. Guys, are you gonna come help out, or... Get over here. We are trying to win the war here. The sooner you join me to do that, the better we can have a time doing this. And I am also out of ammo for my missile launchers. So at this point, it's down to just energy weapons, and I have a lot more than you do. So, them finally getting in range... Seriously, what is your deal? Get over here. Next target. Closest, please. Seriously, why are you way out here? That makes no sense to me. I'm very confused as to what the heck's going on. Everything can blast it right through, come out the other side, take out 2 shields. That's a pretty good way of a Klingon doing things. Seriously, why? Why are they 80 kilometers away and not getting any closer? Get back into formation. Come on, people. Nobody enjoys shipyard assaults at this point. We all just want to finish them so we can go home and go on more interesting missions. Although I am surprised, the Burrell has lasted a long time with us here. Because if you recall, the last time we had Burrells, they got themselves killed on the first mission we brought them out. Granted, we also lost a D7 on that same operation, so it's not really their fault, but you get the idea. So, soaring in at this final star dock, have to do all the work on our own, apparently. They're 116, 120 units away. Where are they going? What is their plan? Finally, you guys show up. Here just for the glory, eh? Not very Klingon of you. Well, actually, no, I suppose it is kind of Klingon. We could have ended this, like, 4 minutes ago if you guys had just stayed in formation and supported this. And this will be the last incoming missile barrage. There we go. Gosh, that was annoying. Not a huge fan of shipyard defense, or assaults. They're just... The AI just does not seem to handle them right. Because they work fine with fighting the initial defenders, and then most of the time they get confused. We managed to reduce it down to 55, which is not bad. We will keep up the war patrol going. Yes, Insufferable does need a little bit of a patch job, and yes, we're getting low on ammunition, but hopefully we won't run into anybody important on the front lines. And again, maybe we will run into, you know, dreadnoughts and stuff, and then we'll be all weeping and crying together. Nothing on long-range scopes. Start prepping a scatter pack, just in case. Still nothing on scanners. Get the forward shield to the reinforcement. Where is the enemy? There is the enemy. It's a frigate. Okay, I will accept your offering of a frigate, and we will go kill it now. Maximum power. You also have a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. Interesting. So technically we do outgun you. Let's see by how much. So LNH, PICV, you're going to be some kind of huge carrier, I assume. And watch it as it passes by. KNXP, a Knight XP that's Hellbore armed, our Knights. And then Fusion armed. And I didn't catch this one because I was slow on the transfer. So this one has Hellbores. The one behind it, the light cruiser, has fusions, and he is a carrier. Alrighty. So actually, he's more dangerous to us when we get close. But he's going to be the first one to get into range. We did take the hit. It did flash off one of our rear shields. And let's proceed. Because it's important. You always want to start with a nice opening missile barrage, and we will drop down speed to proper combat speeds. Our missiles are going to arrive at about the same time as we are, which gives us a great position to open up with. He did dump out a Wild Weasel. not able to punch through his rear shields. But we are now going to focus on the next group. We're going to take these guys to the front, and oh god, we're going to lose his shield. I did not think this through. Can we spread you out? We did spread it out. Now it's just one more group. I need to somehow get you away from me. They're outrunning my missiles. I can't really... There we go. Okay. So, one set down. That killer bee is down to a single one. Disruptors. Engage for maximum range and hit nothing. Okay, disruptors aren't going to be able to do the job, it seems. We have taken out... Oh, phasers. Yes! So we took out hit. He's down to a single group of killer bees, and we had to hunt through that formation to get to him. And I'm going to order the squadron to break formation and attack it. Well, it is a bit of a gamble, but we do outweigh them quite a bit. Okay, all the fighters are down. You are the least important thing now. You do have probably the best defenses, but this is the guy who's going to be the biggest threat. And we got the Azula just wading through a minefield. And we're going to throw our weight in behind at going after the LNHSRX. Open up with a missile barrage and get ready for what happens next. Punch through a hole. Excellent. Dump that. I'm hoping your turn forces you to go wider. And I'm now exposing a very weak shield to you. And they popped. Okay, excellent. LNH, you're either going to have to dump your speed, or you're going to have to take all of these missiles. And I'm going to bet that you're going to dump your speed. Yep, you did. Perfect. So that puts me in an excellent position to follow up. His rear shield is not particularly weak. It's this shield we wanted to get to, but I'll take this anyway. And he did grab them, regardless. I did manage to deal enough damage to shock off his tractor beams. But I'm going to be completely honest, the nice photon torpedo. The PICV is not a threat. It just is not. Wasn't a cascade kill. I was hoping for a cascade kill because those are just funny. Cascade kills are when you manage to hit them with something and it deactivates one of their tractor beams. The missile flies in, smashes into them, deactivates the next tractor beam, and you can knock out like 4 or 5 missiles doing this. It's awesome. You know how I said you weren't a threat? I'm going after you anyway. Why? Because that guy is now pretty much not a threat. I mean, he had to completely stop. He's clearly very well damaged, so we're just pretty much nailing anything we can get our hands on. Keep the turn going, although we are showing off a very weak side. He doesn't have any rear Gatling phasers anymore, and I'm not quite certain on these arcs of Phaser 2s, but I'm willing to bet this Phaser 1 only fires forward. And he's doing a speed of 8. And now he's getting truly wrecked. The disruptor's going... Oh, we've been going too fast. No wonder things have been a little inconsistent. And that's good. Last one. Geez, did you really need to do that? That's just kind of... Well, I suppose it's fine. We have no weapons available, so we're going to have to expose this weak shield because of the way he turned and we turned. And we will fire off the rear-firing weaponry. The arcs on these 4 phasers in the middle is just... Like, I'm wondering where that is. Because it fires out to the sides and to the rear, but not forward. So, it could be these, but they can shoot backwards, and I'm just kind of rambling at this point because this fight is over! With a gorgeous blast right there. Wunderbar. Very wunderbar. Kicking butt, taking names, as is the Klingon way. And we neutralized the tile. Wonderful. Let's continue our rampage for a scouting mission. Even Azula is starting to show a little bit of wear and tear. So we are going to probably go home pretty quickly. Scan objective. Okay. Everybody started in range of each other. It's 3 light cruisers, and we got to scan them all. Okay. Turn towards them. This fight could get rough. Rep a scatter pack. How many missiles does that give us in total? 21. So we'll have 5 shots, and then a single one. Okay, you probably, I don't know you well enough. Let's check you out on the fleet screen. We have LNH V2, HDW V1X, HDW M2. So 3 different types of light cruiser. And we will begin the deep scan system. It is going to force us to have to spend electronic power that we don't want to, but what you going to do? Single point into ECM, just sort of give them something to think about. Mask our approach just a little bit. Nothing too crazily. And we will open fire at maximum range. We'll keep this amount of firepower with us as we go. Frontal shields to reinforced. And he's not firing out special weapon mode because he's not that smart. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squadrons of fighters. Oh boy, this could get ugly. Slow down to combat speed. And he dumped a weasel. We're gonna start opening up on these fighter groups, because if we don't, we're gonna get absolutely wrecked by them. Oh, okay, so the Insufferable just detonated, and we just take a huge hit. Okay, what's wrong? We are down 2 points of power. We've completed our scan of the target. Give me a scan of the next target, please. Because we end up just leaving on this one. Dump a mine out the back. Let's get on top of these repairs. Warp engine, bring that phaser 3 back because we do need the point defense as soon as possible. Fire to him. We have completed scan of half the enemy units. I haven't focused on the electrocutable yet, and wow, he just pushed right through us. Tell me we don't have to scan the fighters. That would just be insane. Come on. Is it this one I haven't scanned yet? I'm not entirely sure here, and I'm in a bad position because I've got these 3 on me, and the Azula is way off in the distance on its own. Okay, gonna have to ram this. This is bad. This is very bad. We're going to... We can't. All target data has been taken. Okay, that's it for us, folks. This combat situation is not tenable. So we're going to dump a mine out the back, and it's time to hightail it out of here. No, stay in formation, Azula. We don't want to get caught out. I need more power. I need as much power as you can give me. Come on, more. We need more. Because they're turning in on us and they have more speed than we do. Come on. Pick up the speed. Yeah, we're running from light cruisers. We are battle cruisers and we are running from light cruisers. The reasoning is that. That really sucks, actually. Seriously? Seriously? All you had to do was continue in a forward line. Continue the repairs as fast as we can. How far until the edge of the map? We are heading towards the closest one. That's good. So I would like Azula to pull out in front of me if you have any power to do so. He is trying to maintain speed with me. Is he not able to maintain a hit speed of higher than 22.5? It's looking like it. It's going to be hard to get off this map. Their fighters have redeployed and they are going at maximum speed. Continue to repair the warp engines. We need more power. His speed is dropping even further. Saving the Azula is going to be a bit of a trick. Because I can't hop over there to handle, like, dumping of mines. Am I powering? I am powering ECM. I don't want to. Okay, how close until I'm off the map? Deactivate camera lock. Can't see it yet. So, Azula, I hope that you can pull some speed out of nowhere because you're in trouble and I really don't want to have to buy another one of you. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going all the way down to minimum speed. We're hopping over. We are dumping a mine that you don't have. Okay. Fire everything you've got at that. You have no shuttlecraft. Okay, now we're going back to this. Continuing at maximum speed. Now we've got to double check to make sure that the AI hasn't done something crazy. We're going to stay on yellow alert for the maximum engine power. And we'll go back up to regular speed. So the reason why Azula is not dumping mines left, right, and center is because Azula has no mines. I'm not sure if I can get that ship out of here. Turn us so we're going straight off the map. Get ready to jump to the Azula. We've got to see if we can't bail this one out. It's going to be a close one. And vengeance is away. Are you tractor beaming? Deactivate that tractor beam immediately. Oh, never mind. I was a fool. You were tractor beaming because he was pushing you off the map. Crap. That was not worth it. That was... What do you mean mission failed? We scanned all 3 targets. That better be just a mistake. Are you kidding me? We scanned all 3 targets and got out of the objective. You... Well, we're at the end of an episode. I wanted to get home, but apparently we have to go on this asteroid base assault. I am more than a little bit annoyed at that one. Losing a heavy battlecruiser like that to 3 light cruisers. Now, I'll grant you that we probably should have focused all our firepower on a single target rather than trying to bypass them and go after the fighters, but still, that was infuriating. And then to get a mission defeated after we did successfully scan all the targets? Not happy. Anyway, I will see you all next time. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.